Okay, so we are live. Good morning, everybody, and I'm very happy to have you all here. It's going to be a wonderful holiday for you guys. I'm promising you that. So, by the way of introduction, my name is Shencko. I believe you know that already. Okay, so I run a couple of things aside of teaching, and this is one of it. So every summer like this, try to put students together so can impact them, so that it will just be a fun-fest summer alone. And thank God you guys have made that wonderful decision of being here. So this is the budding introduction, where we start off with what we are actually looking at for the summer. I want to believe you all can hear me. So please, we might be doing this once in a while, like this forum. Last year package when we had it was the live class, but I observed many people miss the live class. So I just said, okay, this is what we will do. We are going to be putting it together as a whole. Then I will upload, then you guys can watch. And in this introductory class, I'll be telling you guys what is expected of everyone who will be a part of this class. So what you are expected to do, what is expected of you. So by the way of introduction, I want to believe many of you have seen this flyer before. You have seen this flyer before, I believe. Okay, let me give us the base point now. Take myself. Okay, let me give us the base point. I want to believe you have seen this flyer before. That is what you probably you saw before, or daddy or mommy also saw before today, and they feel like, okay, it is what they want for you. And I'm happy you made that decision, you show that interest. Okay, so let's get down to it. It's going to be 4 weeks. Sorry, I might be looking here once in a while. My big screen is here, my camera is here. Okay, so it's going to be for 4 weeks. Like I said, I'm going to show us the itinerary. We're going to see how it's going to all roll out. And we're going to be exploring some, but because I call these four major things. How to do video animation, graphic design, website development, mobile development. Now, dad and mommy, they have paid the price of this. Let's look at your own requirement. I'm getting on straight, so there is no time to waste again. Let's look at your own requirement, what you expected to do. Okay, I'm going to zoom this out very clearly so that everybody can see it. Of course, some of you might see how to apply just for the sake of this particular class, because I need to explain something. I need you to focus your attention on this, and as you are watching this video, you read along with me. Requirements for this class. Number one, you're stable and ready to learn mind. Okay, I did introductory class for some students. They are also on this platform privately last week, Friday, and I explained this part today. So let me also explain it to you. You're stable and ready to learn mind. You see, why we are having that private chat why I was having that private video chat with them, I told them of what Nigeria owns as around Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is in the United States of America anyway. So a replica of that, where we have programmers. I think there's one in Yaba, Lagos. For those of you that are not in Lagos and you're on this platform, there's one in Yaba in Lagos there. You see, as a programmer myself, and you see people that are doing programming, first hours. 5, 6, 10 hours. They might sit down with their computer trying to, break this thing, crack this thing, break this thing, crack this thing. And they won't find a headway to it. As a matter of fact, I, for one, have had instances whereby I have run codes and it feels to me like, let me just throw away this system. It's not like the same offended me, but the thing is infuriating. But later, you throw away the same, you only put yourself to disadvantage. You then come back, sit down again, consult resources here and there. Sorry, apologies for the message that popped. Now his time is always ready to go. That's by the way. Okay, you sit down, consult resources here and there. You might even reach out to a friend. Then you come back and you solve that same issue. So for that, you cannot be doing that in an area now whereby you need to let me do this. If you are ready to code, you are ready to code. If you are ready to work on the task, you are ready to work on the task. So that mind must be there. You must be ready for it. Secondly, is that you must be in a conducive environment. By conducive environment doesn't necessarily mean the school setting. Let's say, for example, two of you are in a house learning it together. What is conducive for A isn't for what is conducive for B. You need to find your own working environment. My best advice for all of you that have been learning with me this summer is probably you look for a very silent environment, not necessarily completely silent, but a very calm environment, nice, cozy, and where you can sit uprightly like I'm sitting. Not like you are on your bed and you are cool. No. All of those things don't work. Just sit uprightly as I'm sitting. Look straight to your computer. Let it be here so that you be very convenient and confident. Sometimes, let me just hint you in advance. You try some things, it will not work, and you see other submitting tasks that will work. It might get you. If you waited, if you get it done, don't bother. Calm down. It will work. I need you to say this to yourself now as you're watching this video. It will work. As a matter of fact, if you're watching live, you do not download because I will get to that part later. If you're watching live and you are not downloading, you can just type in the comment section below. This will work for me because this is a value packed summer camp. And more so, like I said, we are going to be exploring AI. Last year, those people that participated didn't get this. So we are going to be exploring AI this time around. So it's going to be massive. Trust me, massive. So just tell yourself it will work. And one of those things that will make it work, aside the growth factor, which every one of us like more than every other thing, is that get yourself in a conducive environment. Ensure that you have a stable and ready to learn mind. Then of course, by now, I want to believe you are with your laptop or desktop computer, as case may be. If you are with your phone for internet access. Then for the softwares, I'll be explaining the procedure of the softwares for you. No problem. For some of those software, I might decide to download only that is the same thing. If I decide to download, put it on my Google Cloud, and you have to go there to download the same thing as you go into the website and download. So I'll help you run through the procedure of downloading the softwares. Then also, this is where we fight. For those of you that have been my students directly in school, at a point in time before, you know me for one thing. I would rather have you fail my assignment than you not do my assignment. I hate people copying assignment. I hate people not doing assignment. If you fail my assignment, I won't beat you. I won't penalize you. But you copy assignment, I find out. Not do my assignment, I find out. It's going to be a problem. So the same thing is applicable here. Look at this last requirement from you. The parent requirement is just this one, and they have to do their part. So this is your requirement. Compulsory task delivery. You must deliver on my task. It's a must, please. It's not for anything. It's not for me. It is for me to be able to monitor your progress. And speaking of progress monitoring, as I switch to the next screen that I have for us, is this place. Let me, as at the time I was preparing this video anyway, I have just about 2 of you already. I have these brothers, they are 20. So since the class is going to cover for 12 days, spanning the 4 weeks, I have a table already. If you complete your task, I will give you a green light. If you not complete your task, I will give you a red light. If you not, like what I mean is, you can see it, this normal Excel that you have in your school. Let's say the task for day 1 completed by Sunday 2. I click on it. By that, I'll be able to know who has done this, who has not done it. Maybe Sunday David has done it, but it's not done fully done. I'll give him hamper. Or maybe task number 7, for day 7, so person has not done. I don't want to use the 2 of them so that I will not set bad precedents. So person that is coming on board later, I pray that nobody gets to that stage. He or she has not done it. You can see bad, I'll put the pass. With that, even this can be a report card I'll send to your parents. They paid for this. No matter how huge or how small the amount is, you need to make the money count in value return. So please, I am begging all of us, let's ensure that we all do due diligence to our task. Now, having explained that part, let's now focus on what we are actually here for. What we are here for. You can see from the flyer once again. Let me bring it back. We are looking at 4 categories. 4 categories: mobile app, web design, graphic design, and video editing, and of course it will increase animation. So let's run to the course module. What we are going to be doing. So this is it. What we have here, they are the weeks. What we have here, they are the days of those weeks. And what we have here is the module, and this is the breakdown of the module. I can decide to send you this if you want it. It's not a big deal. So let's start. Today's class is on already. Only that today's video will be 2. This explanation, then another that contains some bit of explanation, and of course that will get us started fully. I decided to do this one specially so that, like I said, we used to have the forum before on the Telegram call, but some people will miss out. So I don't want anybody missing out, so I decided to bring the forum first before the class will start. You understand? So day 1, we are going to be doing the introduction. I will go to explain to you what web design is actually, and how you get started with your HTML. And this very day, like today, you have your first web page. I did not say website though. You have your first web page, and on that web page there will be some elements there. You have elements on it. Then also we move to day 2. The work you have done on day 1 will continue on day 2. You increase the work. Day 3, which is on Friday now. Day 2 is on Wednesday. Day 3 is on Friday. And let me say it again. I've explained this to that is on Monday. Let me explain it to those of you now that you are actually the ones involved. The reason why I structure it like this: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We actually have classes all the days in the week. But the reason why I structure it this way is so that, okay, hold on. Let me, so that I won't be distracting with my eyes moving. Let me take off my face. You don't need to see me again. Alright, thank you. Let's continue. Okay, the way the class is structured this way is that if for any reason, because there will be times when the work is getting tougher, much more serious, you are like, I cannot finish my task for the day. I will need to extend it to the following day. I'm going to summer class, real academics. It's not a problem. You can go. And it does not matter when you are joining the class. Whenever you are ready to join the class, you take it as live as when others were taking it. Since I tell you the medium of disseminating information is via YouTube, so you don't have a problem. Just that you all have my phone number. You can contact me directly. If you have a problem, you can just tell me what the problem is and I will address it. So the next, any task that you cannot finish on day 1 must not extend day 2. Like must not extend the following day before the day 2 of the class. So if you are taking a task for day 2, it must not go beyond the following day, which will be a Thursday, before the day 3 of the class, which is a Friday. So for the first 1 week, we are going to be running different kinds of codes. Then the following week now, we'll do day 1 in that week. We'll still continue with doing different kind of code. Then we'll stop that, we'll pause on that for a while. At least it will have put you on the basics of HTML with CSS. You'll be able to understand how HTML code is run. I'll be giving you some other tools later that will still explain the course of this video, of course. So then by the second day in week 2, we are going to be exploring the AI tools proper. You want to build a website, you don't want to code anything. You don't want to code anything. You don't want to write a line of code. How? So we're going to be building websites with AI tools, and we're going to have 3 tools for that matter. We'll get to that later when the video is offline. Then of course, there are what we call drag and drop websites. If you don't want to code, you don't want to use AI tool, how about drag and drop website? Then under that, we'll look at how we engage WordPress. WordPress is just drag and drop. You do some writing. A WordPress website is very interesting. So many big companies are using WordPress website and it's working for them. They are generating revenue on that website and it's good. That will be for week 2. Then for week 3, we cross to mobile application. Now we use a week to run it. Then the first one is, out of these websites we've done, we are going to run some using the web to app platform. Those are, I will explain later, those are what we call web-based app. Web-based app, you can see them here. You get this explanation later on in the videos of the class. So we have web-based app, we have native app, we have hybrid apps. So these one now, they are web. All of these websites you have, as many websites that you have built before this time, you convert them to a mobile app that you can download on Play Store. You have it on your phone, it will be running as if it's a real app. And of course, it is a real app. Then we'll try another methodology of coding, using drag and drop to build app. Then of course, just like the way we did with websites, we are going to do the same thing with app building. We are going to try AI app building, how to build app using AI, artificial intelligence. Then we'll move from there to exploring design. I kind of split it into 2. Okay, sorry, I didn't include. I'm supposed to remove this. Apologies. Supposed to have this. Yes, we are going to have these. These tools are for the week 4 now. What we're adding up for this first class, we are going to be having. Let me just put it here so that I won't forget. 2 videos. And the reason is because of that thing I just included, and I will explain when we get to that part. We're going to be having 2 videos. The other one, of course, will be very, very short, so don't worry. I'm going to be having 2 videos here. So, also, we'll look at how to create logo. Then we'll do a bit of Photoshop. Then lastly, we'll now look at how to create AI animated videos. You can make a video of yourself and convert it to AI. Whatever thing you are doing, artificial intelligence will also be doing. And these are ways you engage audience. Maybe, for example, you want to start a YouTube channel and you want to maybe start inspiring young kids, whatever. Just, you have to be creative. Now, I've been explaining the module. Let me now speak on this part. Then we'll start this last 2 parts. First of all, let me talk about this imagination. You see, as for those of you that have been my direct students in school, when we talk of programming, you would have heard me say this. There is no wrong way to code, but there is a not right way to code. You see, in programming, whatever thing somebody did that's not wrong, you can do it and it will run and it will become a style. Or whatever thing your guy has taught you, you can go out of that way. It doesn't mean you are wrong. But if that code is not running at all, that means you have committed what we call syntax error. It's the same with programming, it's the same thing with graphic designing, it's the same with video production. Whatever thing that is not working, that means you have not done it right. But if you are following the exact way I teach you, you might not be able to explore. So, to that effect, you must open your mind up to imagination. Things like, what if I try this? What if I try? Let that be your mantra throughout this class. What if I try this? What if it doesn't work? Maybe you committed some error. You can try something that I did not even teach you. Try and send it to me. I will look it through. If you have made some mistake, I will tell you. And this is a syntax error. That is the not right way of doing it. I'll tell you, no, this is completely out of it. So you should try as much as possible to open yourself up to imagination. What if this can work? What is sad? You thought of this one, but I also tried doing it this way, and this is my result. Then finally, the softwares that we need. Okay, let me highlight them one after the other. For the first 5 days of this class, we are going to need this software here. It is called Sublime Text. This is it on my system. I will tell you how to get the software. As I am saying it now, as you're watching this video, start getting those softwares one after the other. And for Sunday, for the Sundays, David and Jude, they should have it by now already. This is on my system. So how do I, by I mean you guys that are watching now, how do you get this software? Just go to your browser, any browser that you have on your system. I use about 2 browsers majorly. So on your browser, it's not a big deal. Just search for, just follow my cue, just search for Sublime. Yeah, I did it earlier, so just bring it out back for me. Just search for Sublime Text Download for PC. Sublime Text Download for PC. And you are going to, let's continue. Sublime Text Download for, it's an open source software. What we call open source software are software that you don't have to pay for. They are not charging for it. You want to donate for them, you are free. So it comes in versions. This is their website, sublimetext.com. Just go there and you see versions upon versions upon versions they have. Of course, you don't need to go for the lower version. This is Sublime Text 2, this is Sublime Text 3. And let me tell you one thing about Sublime Text that makes it my recommended text editor. They are called text editors in programming. Now, the reason for this is, look at this, it comes with colors. It's just a way to help young programmers like yourself to be able to like put it together at the very small. So when you open, when you are actually running your codes later, when you start with the what's it called, the beginning part, it automatically gives you what you're supposed to have at the ending. So it's just a way to assist you. You understand? So it depends on the PC you are using right now. I don't know if you are using Mac OS, click on Mac. If you are using Windows, click on Windows, and you download. Upon download, this was the one I downloaded this morning before the class started. So this is it here. It comes like it. Just double click on it. When you double click on it, since I have it already, I won't be running it. Just run and click on whatever yes to the end, and you have it on your computer. It's as simple as that. It's not a big deal. So I am canceling because I have it already. So after that, the second software that we'll use is to be on your phone. That one will be on your phone. It's called HTML Code Play. HTML Code Play. Go to your Play Store right now. As you're watching the video, just search for, let me take this one back, and I'll show you what you are looking for. Just search for, as the name sounds, HTML Code Play on your Play Store. On your Play Store, this is HTML code. Then let me show you the image so that you know what exactly you're looking for. You might find many of them there. This is one we are looking for. This is one we are looking for. And the interface looks like this. When you open, it looks like this. So it contains HTML, you have CSS there, you have JavaScript, you have jQuery, you have Bootstrap, you have Angular JavaScript, and other type of JavaScript. You see, with this app, the way it's designed, this is an example of a code running on it here. You see the code, you see how to apply the code, you see the result you're supposed to get when running the code. Because as this class will be progressing, especially when we are still doing the code thing, there are some of the tasks I will give you. I want to tell you, do this for me. I won't actually tell you the code. So you have to find out using your HTML Code Play app to get the right code, apply to your website, and it must work. It must work. So moving on. That's HTML Code Play. Just install it to your phone. Then we have another one called Canva. Because of our graphics class, we need Canva. Now you can have Canva on your phone from the same from Play Store. You can have Canva on your phone. Canva. You can have it on your phone. Here is the logo. It's a very nice graphic package. You can have it on your phone. You can have it on your computer as the software. This is from there I'm showing us all of these things. So I made all of this, and I have tons of work, tons of work here. For those of you that you are from Apostolic Faith and you're on this platform, you probably remember when you had Heritage Day, or when the school was doing the graduation they just held last month, and of course some other events that the school had done, the school advertisement. I made all of those things. Guys, let me tell you one secret. Don't tell anybody. I did not read for free. I collected my money because it is my intellectual property. Thank you. So the point is, if you can harness this skill, it is something that you can also use to generate. Look at all of these things. I have many logos that are designed for many people, and they are here, and I collected money doing it for them. As a graphic designer, just starting off, you can charge people 10K, 20, as big as your client can be. It shouldn't be about the money anyway. I've had this time where I have to work for free for people. I used to do it for my wife and kids, but it's a continuous learning process. So as you explore it, you want to explore it with an open mind, word of imagination. What if I try this? It's the same mindset all through. Guys, it is the same mindset all through. So we're going to have Canva. Canva will be on your computer, on your desktop computer. You can have it on your phone. Also, you can have it as a web page on your browser. You can have it as a web page. Just canva.com. You can see it here. Just canva.com, and it loads. The loading is the same thing. You see, it's the same thing I have here that I have here. Sorry. This is my browser now. What I have here is the same thing like what I have in my mobile, in my software. And if I open my phone right now, it's going to be the same thing. So Canva, we're going to be making use of Canva. So to download Canva to your system now, just the same way you did Sublime Text, it's also an open source software. When we get to Canva, we'll explain more about Canva for you, so don't bother about it. Canva. Just go to their website, you see where you download, and you make use of it. This is the web version. This is the app for your phone. So this is the software that you need on your system. The three is there. Just get it and have it on your phone or gadget generally. Then also, we are going to be making use of Photoshop. When we get to this place, I will tell you how we're going to use it. And about WordPress, I will tell you what you need to get WordPress. As we get to those classes, I'm going to explain to you how you're going to go about that. Now, finally, sorry, let me check something. Okay, I won't want the class to extend beyond 30 minutes. We are already 29 minutes up. Okay, finally, as I'm rounding up, this class, like I said, the medium of dissemination is YouTube, so that whether you are live when the class is going on, or you choose to come back later because of lesson, whatever, you will not miss out on anything. You might need this app, VidMate. It is not available for download on Play Store or maybe Apple Store. No, you cannot get it there. But I can send you the link with which you download to your phones. With that, when you have a YouTube, what's it called? A YouTube video to download. Instead of watching, in this class, you have to do a lot of watching, pause. You watch, you pause, so that you can apply. You are watching a certain place, you don't understand, you rewind again. So watch, pause, do, watch, pause, rewind, watch. It will happen a lot of times. If you are streaming it, it will be bringing ads that will distract you. And remember, we've talked about a stable, conducive environment. Part of the environment not being conducive is when ad is just popping up here anyhow. So let me bring it back again so that you remember. We talk about conducive environment, you talk about a stable mind. By the time you are maybe doing it, just saw one ad, a one stupid song, just have to jump on it. From there, you dictate your mind. No, we don't want to do that. So for that, the remedy is to get this app. If you are using this app, with this app now, you can just decide to download the video directly to your phone. While you put your headset, AirPod, whatever you are using, earphone to your ears, and you watch the class, then you replicate what you need to replicate. That is for video. Alternatively, is you download the video directly to your system. For system, I would prefer you use this browser. I'm sure you know this browser, right? This Opera browser. If you don't have Opera browser on your system, just open your Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. Type Opera for PC. Opera for PC. Opera. Download. You see series of options. Just type Opera download. It's going to give you the latest version from their website. It's also an open source software. You don't need to pay for it. Just download. When you download finish, after the installation of the Opera, it will look like this. When you have this on your system, then the next thing you will now attach to it is something called save from. That's what you are typing now. Save from net helper, or you can write save from net extension. Just Google search it. When Google give you the option, you see this is an extension that you will now attach to your Opera browser. It will look like this eventually. Look at where my browser is. It will look like this. This is the logo. It's not an app. It's not anything. It's just an add-on to your browser. And what does this thing do? Look at me here. This is my YouTube now. Let's say, for example, I want to go to where my class is now to take a class. This is normal YouTube. I just go there now. I think I have the channel here. Sorry, it's loading. So this is the channel you're coming into. The name of the channel is Shencko Studios. So this is the channel, and let's say, for example, I want to download this particular video. This is the video of the class I'm interested in to download it. Then I'll just click on it. Once I click on it with this browser now, this place will give me a green icon. That green icon will enable me. Sorry, I'm not playing so that it will not affect you. This green icon now will enable me to download. Just click on this drop down arrow button. When I click on it, I have it here. I can download directly. When I click on this button, the download will begin, and I will have it on my system files, so that even though I have my internet, even though I'm not online, I can watch and watch and watch it again. You can even keep for future reference. So this was the last class for last year. You can see this was the last class for last year, and it was a very interesting time out. So some of the videos you are going to have for this year might also be a draft for last year, but it doesn't affect you, it doesn't disturb you. You understand? So let's just progress. So finally, that's how you download from here. So with that now, you don't need to bother yourself about whether network went off. Once you download, you can have it, you can pause, you can drag it back, you can push it forward. If there's a part you know you've gotten very well, you can just move it forward and on and on and on like that. So guys, that is that about the introduction. Welcome on board. I'm so glad you guys are here, because if I prepare all of these things and nobody's here to observe the class, okay, let me bring my face aside in my final note. Hold on. Okay, my face. Okay, so thank you all for being here. Sincerely, I really appreciate. Let me reiterate once again, please. I need you guys to submit your task. It's very, very important to me. And the way I plan to do this time around is that the last year on, I think the task delivery schedule was shared individually, but this one, I will make sure I share the entire amount. You and give your daddy amount. They will see the number of bread that you have, and you don't want to have bread. You you want to have a green, not even amber, a green, real green. So please, guys, do your task, and I'm trusting you guys to deliver. I'm hoping and I'm believing that you beat the record of last year. But I'm also, you guys are having AI tools to work with this year. You didn't have it last year. So I will see you in the second video for today and in subsequent video for the class. And if I have a class that's challenging, I will have another forum like this whereby we'll do another video. We explain the concept of the class. So guys, welcome on board. It's going to be a wonderful time in this summer camp, and I will see you hopefully, let me add this. Hopefully by the time you are done with this, you have a website for daddy and mommy. You have probably a very nice website for daddy and mommy or your sister. I'm counting on that. Alright guys, that's it from me to you. Have a great time coding today. Have a great time working today, and have a wonderful time working with me this month. Peace.